know that shit stink. Wholehearted, it got a ring to it. Shit, I'm the sewage. Niggas know I'm the best. I just hate that they make me prove it, nigga. Is that enough, nigga? Fuck is you talking about? Fuck up out of here, Harder. Peace.
Welcome to TRVLRS Podcast, where we unlock the power of conversation, ignite your curiosity, and explore the untold stories that shape our world. Join us as we dive into captivating discussions, unravel mysteries, and uncover the hidden gems of knowledge. Get ready to embark on an intellectual adventure where ideas come alive and possibilities are endless. This is the real VIKKI LaRose show, where minds collide and perspectives thrive. Let's ignite the conversation and give a warm welcome to Wholehearted of RKR. Oh, travelers, we got Wholehearted in the building. Look at him in his boss chair, in a big streaming chair. Big things happening. RKR in the building. Hello.
Definitely. What's up? How y'all doing?
We are amazing, you know. I got a little parched throat, you know, but we doing, you know, it's the heat in October for me. How's the weather out there where you at, Wholehearted?
It's going back and forth. We got a little wind, but it's not that bad.
That's good. I guess we better enjoy it before the winter come in, because it gets cold out here, y'all. It gets below zero. So I'm not complaining, but I'm a little confused about the heat though in October. You know, I'm used to like that fall weather. You know? Nah, I'm out here in New England, Vermont.
Oh.
Word. That's why, you know, it was kind of hard for me to get back out there. You know I made a big promise to come out there and interviewing in person, but my funds were looking kind of funny. I'm like, all right, we're going to have to hit this at another. And you've been doing a lot of good work in these streets, you know. I see you have a lot of music on Spotify. Not so much on YouTube, but a lot of your work and your ground and your accolades is on Spotify.
Right. It's mainly just Spotify and Apple Music, you know, stuff like that. Coming into the end of this year and the beginning of next year, I'm gonna, you know, do a lot more visuals when it comes to videos for it. So as of now, you know, I just had a son, so I backed off for a little while to, you know, get all that together. But like I told Mike, I got 2 singles coming, and I plan on doing videos and all for those. So yeah, when it comes to the fourth quarter of this year, I think I'm gonna push the gas a little more.
Yes, we need that, you know, because I'm like, hold up.
Okay.
We like Young Breezy Baby, but it's Wholehearted. That's my first heart. That's my first love. Hold on, wait, we can't forget about Wholehearted now. You know?
Okay.
Can't forget about my love, because I love that you are tapped in and you push, you know, good content, you know? You have some good substance, and we need more of that. And I just love that. So if you don't mind me asking, like, do you consider yourself drill, trap, or like conscious music? Like, what category would you put yourself in?
I don't really like, you know, to categorize myself. I think it's leaning more towards, you know, conscience, but I don't, you know, I like to tap into a lot of not even just tap into a lot of them. I like to mix them all into a song. You know, I want it to be conscious, but I don't want it to be boring. You know, I want it to be upbeat and fun, but I don't want it to be. I don't want it to lack substance at the same time. So everything I give you it's gonna make you think. You know, it's gonna mean something, but at the same time, it's gonna be fun to sing and rap. You know what I'm saying?
How did you get introduced to in the rap game?
Man, it was just around me. You know, my brother, and most of my family do music, and that was the last thing on my mind. I was, you know, really into sports. You know what I'm saying? So, and I still am. I still do sports. So that's why, you know, I be on the go with a whole bunch of different stuff. So, but I just got a call to, you know, just to take somebody to a studio, and being in there, my brother asked me to, you know, to person that he supposed to have on the song didn't show up. And he asked me like, he was actually being funny, like, you want to get on this song? You know, you can do this. And I got on the song just to, you know, be doing something. And it actually sounded good. And I was pushed into, you know, doing music from that point on.
That's what's up.
What makes you more turned on, a woman who is in your pockets or at the door, or a woman who wants you for you? My bad. I kind of switched it up. I was like, that's where I threw the question at. You know, that's kind of like, you know, my 3 fly questions. But you know, like, I guess when I came up with this question, I really wanted to know, because I interview a lot of men, right? And I be wanting to pick your brains, because for me, I have a whole heart. You know, my heart is gold, and I feel like men should, you know, be treated a little bit different than, you know, a way. So I really want to know for you, like, what turns you on the most?
When it comes to that, I don't feel like, you know, I feel like as a man, you know, a woman being in your pocket, that should be your choice. You know, it shouldn't be a requirement for her to be with you. You know what I'm saying? So as a man, you know, and I feel like most men, you know, they want to do stuff for the woman, you know, but it shouldn't be a requirement for her to be with you. So when you say what turns you on, a woman in your pocket, you know, you got to be doing something too when it comes to me. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and I don't expect you to, you know, use your own, but at the same time, you need to be hustling and grinding the thing away.
That part, you know, I guess, like, I brought this question up, you know, because I just need to know, because you gotta have balance when it comes to this kind of thing here, you know, especially if you're single and you dating, you know. So my thing is, like,
In a relationship, with like that, in a relationship, you're supposed to be 50-50 with everything. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but a lot of that right now is not 50-50. Like, it's a lot. Okay, women, like, all right, in order for me to, you know, entertain you, or in order for me to do this with you, you gotta cash at me. You gotta send me this dollar amount, you know, or I need you to buy these bundles. You know, like, it's a lot of that. So when it
goes back to, you know, that should be, you know, it should be a requirement. That should be an option for the man. And like I said, most women don't understand. Most men are, you know, naturally like that. Most men want to naturally do stuff for women. But when it becomes a requirement, and the man sees that, you know, she's giving me an ultimatum that I have to do this for her to be with me. That ain't what we need.
So do you think a person should stick around or entertain that? But then again, it's up to that person, though. I see a lot of men who tolerate that, you know?
Yeah. But like I said, most men are naturally, you know, giving. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it gets to be a problem when the giving becomes a requirement. I know I keep saying the same thing, but when she's making that an obligation to you versus it being your choice to do something for her, you know, that's the turn.
It gets complicated, because my question is, when do you, like, break the cycle? Because a lot of men get hurt from that. You know, a lot of men get hurt from when that's all a woman is out to get. But then when you come across a real one, like VIKKI, you know, VIKKI Rose, where I don't care about none of that. If you want to do it, you want to, you know, let that happen, you know. But I'm not gonna make it a requirement. You know, I want to have fun and, you know, do what I gotta do to get to know you and still be treated like the queen, you know.
Right.
So my thing is, like, at what point, you know, do you draw the line, or you say, oh, I'm not gonna further pursue that woman, you know, because she gave it up on the first night?
Like I said, my turn off is and not to pursue a woman is, you know, when there's no hustle or no grind involved with her at all. When it's, you know, it's give me instead of, you know, like you said, a balance. That makes. I mean, even if the man has it to give, it still makes it harder on him. You know what I'm saying? Versus, you know, I don't know. I me personally have never came across one of those type of women. You know, I always, you know, attracted a certain kind, or even pursued a certain kind. So I got a one-sided answer to that question for you. What I'm saying, I've never been in this where a woman just wanted.
But it's okay for a woman to ask for things.
yeah, it's okay to ask for things. It's okay, for me to give you things, but it's asking and requiring it is two different things. You know what I'm saying? That's asking and I'm supposed to have this from you is two different things.
That's facts. And I believe that's where a lot of things get confused and confuzzled, and you know what I mean?
Right.
So when you pass on, what type of legacy do you want to leave behind?
I always been fond of a jack of all trades legacy. Not a one stop shop. You get a lot from me. Especially when it comes to music. But even outside of music, I'm not just an artist. You know what I'm saying? I do a whole lot of other stuff. I'm a father, brother, son. So when it comes to me, man, I'm probably one of the most positive people you'll meet. Even when it's hard times and stuff like that, I'm always I'm always looking on the bright side. So I want to leave behind a positive aura or legacy.
That's
What was your life growing up like in Albany, Georgia?
that's interesting.
Like I said, it was I had both parents. Dad was heavily involved in my life. My dad passed in 2020. So it was
Man.
I wouldn't say it was a hard life, but I'd say it was it wasn't a hard life, but it was struggle comes for anyone. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, I love my city, and most of the time about me it was about sports. So, yeah, it wasn't bad at all, man. My childhood taught me a lot. Parents taught me a lot, so it made me who I am today.
Right. I love that. Like your name definitely fit your aura. Like
Right.
it's definitely given, wholehearted, and you know, I would love to see you perform in person.
Yeah.
I
And the thing about when we did the tour, when it comes to me, it's a certain setting that I would put myself in, and I wouldn't. So that's just like, and I know me and Jerry get into it a lot about this topic. But when it's a club scene and it's a real turned up, I wouldn't put myself in that position to perform there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more of a J. Cole type where you'll hear his music in a more performed in a lounge or a set event, but not a club scene. I do have music that can be played in the club, but you'll throw Breeze on the stage in certain situations, and you'll throw me on the stage in certain situations.
Right.
That's how I
right.
see it.
Like
So when it came to your party, it was more of a I didn't want to make it. When I perform, people sit and listen. Like it won't be no clap. It'll be tuned in. So I
like
don't want to bring
okay,
that.
okay. So like some soft spoken or like like me, but I was given intimate settings though. Like it wasn't too crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
so would you perform at that type of setting, or you say you wouldn't?
It just depends on the energy in the room. So, but at the same time, I've done it multiple times. I can change the energy in the room.
Right.
From turned up setting to I have a whole crowd just sitting there listening like, damn, he's saying something, or damn, I understand that, or they actually listening to lyrics versus listening to a beat and bopping and dancing. So
Right. I get what you're saying. So for that situation, would it be like, oh, you open up to get it to be the lid, or you would be the opener?
I'd rather I'd rather be the ending. You know, I'd rather take them down versus starting them out down. Then they have to go up. Because if you start them out down with me, they'll forget by the time they get to all the turn stuff. They ain't worried about what happened at the beginning. But I'd rather have them up than have them leaving thinking about what I said, the performance I gave. So. But
Nah, you're a different type of artist. Like you know what you want, how you like it, and it got to be a certain vibe. And that's pretty much how I am when it comes to how I want people to treat me. So or any type of settings. And that's because we're woke. We're tapped into something that, that aura can be in every room. So I understand,
Right.
and
I'm not just there to perform. I always want to leave something. You know what I'm saying? I always want you to remember something I said, and I can guarantee you, every show I've done, after I come off stage, I can walk up to someone and they'll rap a lyric that I just said. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be something that hit them on a different level than it probably hit everyone else. Then another person will come in, another lyric hit them in a different level than someone else. So I don't want to just go up there and perform just because it's a performance. I want it to be substance. Everything would
no,
be
right. And I believe I needed that balance at that event, honestly, because it was all different types of energies in there. And,
right.
I knew people really didn't want to help me put it together, but I still allowed them to enjoy. It was just all different types of stuff. I feel like if you would have performed, it probably would have shifted the whole energy. Like, old girl wouldn't have never came in with the police to try to get us up out of there. I'm like, yo, we wasn't even making that much noise.
Right.
Like what was her ammo, like, but you guys did pull up deep as heck. And they was watching the cameras heavy, so I know they was like, who is that? She didn't invite me. A CEO of a record label. I know she lying. No, like, I'm her. Yes, I came from out of state and I did this. Okay, what you gonna do about it? The only thing she did what she did, and she lost mad respect. We ain't want to say her name, but she lost mad respect. But guess what? I still was able to enjoy and meet and greet y'all in person, and that was a big thing for me, to meet y'all. You know what I mean? So what is your creative process like what do it consist of?
It's really the open world. I can see something or hear something or like any other artist, whatever you're going through, it's stuff like that. But mainly, I can if I get sick like a beat package, if the beat don't hit me instantly, it's nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't get a song in my head or a verse or a first bar in my head from instantly hitting the song, I don't mess with it. But like I said, my creative process is based around substance. What can I get them out of this song? What can I pull out of this song and put into this song that'll relate to anybody in the world.
Okay.
That goes to my next question. What type of audience are you looking to connect with when they listen to your music?
And honestly, it's all of them. I'm real deep on. I can make a thug or a gangster or a turn person listen to what I have to say, and they can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just basing my music to one audience or trying to attract one audience. I'm trying to attract them all. And like I said, that's you'll hear a big time drug dealer or gangster listen to J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Because it's relatable. And that's the angle I take. That's why I'm so slow motion with my music. I'm not trying to rush anything, and I'm not trying to do it in a way that anybody else would do their music or start their career or pursue their career. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and I see that. That. Like, I see that process, and it's like unfolding. Wholehearted was on. He's like, yeah, he had the baby. He was like, baby said it's time. It's go time.
Right.
We ready. I've been in the oven. I've been marinating.
Right.
It's time to put this baby on the grill, get it cracking. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get it
Popping.
popping.
That's my mindset right now. My mindset is, you handle that business. You know what I'm saying? You did that. You got that squared away. He's fine. He's good. His mom's good. So now I'm back into my music, and I have nothing but support from that side. You know what I'm saying? From family and everybody that knew that I stopped because of I needed to handle that situation, and now they on me like, okay, that's over with. I need you to
go back.
Yeah, I need you to come on back. So that's where we at now.
And I see that you're trusting your CEO, your record label.
I got to because that's the reason I'm where I am now. And
that's what's
like I said, I supposed to have 2 singles come out this year already. And
what's the name of those singles? What's that?
the 2 singles that I was supposed to have come out, one was called Ghetto Gospel, and another one
Ghetto
it was so
gospel.
long ago I forgot. But they scratched them because they were like, shout out, Jerry and Da Vinci, but they scratched them because they was like, this is not the hits we need. And I respected that, So we revamped, went back, and me and Jerry, we just went back to where we started. We went back to the same studio we started in. We went back to the same producer, same engineer, and we did 2 more tracks. I think those 2 tracks are gonna be, they're gonna be pretty good. And like I said, I'm slow motion with them. I need them to be perfect. I need them to be everything I need them to be. So, yeah, I mean, my label, man, they, I never feel like, they neglecting me or they taking a different route from me just to be out of spite. You know what I'm saying? If they telling me something, it has to be a reason. You know what I'm saying?
So when he said it wasn't the record that we needed, what type of record do they need from you?
They're looking for without a doubt hit. If it's any doubt to it, to where it might be okay or it might not, they need it to be, when you hear it, it need to be, oh, that's it. And that's what I got from them when I went and recorded those second 2. It was instantly, they were like, oh, okay, now you see what he's saying. Versus, I thought the other 2 was that, you know what I'm saying? But if it's any doubt from anybody to me on anything I do, I'm gonna take that advice because I need it as a whole to be, agreed upon.
No, right. So how long have you been down with RKR?
This is I signed with Jerry in 2019. I'm thinking it was 2019. I signed with.
Okay, so this is still fresh, new.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you meet Jerry? Like, how did this come about?
And that's a crazy situation because Jerry was living in Atlanta, and I just seen online some record label was doing like a worldwide artist search. They were looking for their first artist, and I just seen it, and they were like, send music in. And I sent music in. I was sending music in, every week, and they was doing like process of elimination by the week of whose song they're gonna take and what artist they like. Yeah, and every week I was winning, every week. So just so happened, me not knowing it, the person that's doing this is actually from down my way, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't know that I was from Albany until he actually got ready to sign me.
Wow.
So that was crazy. That was a crazy thing. And like I said, it was a worldwide search. He had music from all over the world. And it just so happened that, he found, his first artist right there in the backyard.
It was funny you mentioned that. I heard about you before you all brought you out, though.
You heard about?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Nah, like, cause I like the relationship, even though I want to see you doing more. With that being said, like, were you at the A3C?
No, ma'am, I was, like I said, I'm when it comes to music, I need stuff in advance because I have sports. I coach. I do all kind of stuff, with kids. You know what I'm saying? So it'll have to be so in advance, or have to be something I can miss. But it was something I couldn't miss to get there. I would have loved to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of crowd I could. I could move
Nah,
up
I feel you though. Well, I know you in that community, but I feel like your music is your passion and you got something good here. You know what I mean? And I don't know, you might gotta sacrifice some stuff to make some things, but not trying to put the kids on the back burner, but fuck them kids.
You
we need to see more of you really getting busy. Like, you get what I'm saying? Cause you pretty much you're day one. I don't know who else he has signed. I think you the first artist, and I see where it could go, like, with your talent, especially with the video you do have on their YouTube, which is called Ski. Like, that is a hit right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at when that came out, and then everybody comes on Ski. I'm like, get out of here. Wholehearted created that first. You know what I'm saying? Even with your beat, even with the beat, Prove It. You know, like prove it.
Mm-hmm.
And God's plan. Like I hear
Mm-hmm.
another artist with that beat, but I'm like, I heard it first from Wholehearted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
he's not coming with no bull crap. Like
Right.
he's really talking some substance. Like I'm gonna have to come harder. So it's like I need for you to claim your seat and really move your feet.
Yeah. Cause you
I'm
got
with you.
that.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Like I said, this is the time. You know, at this point, this is when I'm locking in. You know, I'm locking in back into the music, and you definitely gonna be seeing a lot more. You know, from me. And like I said, it's just slow motion right now because I'm making sure everything is perfect before these releases. So once these songs are ready and about to get ready to release, you're gonna start seeing promo. You're gonna start seeing videos, all kind of stuff. And I'm gonna push real hard. You know, like I said, in this fourth quarter and beginning of next year, going into next year.
Not facts. Talk to them about, getting everything in rotation, we get you some radio plays and out this way,
Mm-hmm.
we could push you on my social media. You already know I be sharing stuff anyways off the strength, but
Right.
I will do that. I do it too.
this a
Most
business, so travelers trying to be a part of what you doing and you coming up. This is what we stand on. I was letting you see, that I do want you guys to come out and perform out here. So really soon I'll be giving y'all more logistics on that. So yeah, it's definitely moving. Listen, if slow motion is the best motion, okay? I learned
Right.
from
Right.
I heard this from one of my acting mentors, TT, and he was like, slow is fast is dead. You get what I'm saying? So continue
Right.
going at your speed. You get what I'm saying? Just because
Right.
somebody is pushing forward, that don't mean you ain't gonna, be there yet.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna get there,
Right.
whatever the case might be. We know what the world want. Your record label know what the world wants. So in order to go get certain things, you gotta push certain things out. But at the end of the day, you still got some talent, you seasoned, and this VS right here, that was fire. That got Prove It up there. That's one of my favorite tracks. Prove It.
Mm-hmm.
For real, for
Right.
real. It
Yeah,
definitely got some
mine too.
got some
What
substance.
artist influenced you in the rap game?
I just told you.
There you go.
J. Cole, man. I even when I wasn't doing music, that was my main. It was J. Cole and Meek Mill. That's what I listened to all and on. J. Cole and Meek Mill, man. I listened to him because J. Cole because it's nothing but substance. He's gonna give you every time. And Meek Mill is more the artist I'm trying to become because it's substance and the bop to
Gangster,
it.
that rap, that gangster stuff. Right. Yeah, you definitely be giving me that Meek Mills, and somebody else should be giving it. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I mean? We coming up. So would you say you make music for and from the struggles?
Mm-hmm. It's all from life experiences. It's all from pain. It's all from like you said, struggle. So, but it's never gonna be negative. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna wind up being positive of how you can come out of it or how you can deal with it. So it's never gonna be something you listen to and be like, "Damn, he right," and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm always give you a solution. You know what I'm saying? Or a way out.
That's fact. So is there any collaborations or features in the work that we should know about or you want us to know about?
Right now, it's really me focused on getting myself back into it. So it's really whatever I get them first, it's gonna be me. They're gonna hear me. You know what I'm saying? So next year, going into next year, definitely some features I want to get into. I don't know if y'all know. I don't know if y'all familiar with Looney. Are y'all familiar with Literally Looney?
Nah, I never heard of Literally Looney, but now I know who that is. So
Yeah,
what's
he's a
up?
hold on a minute. He's a upcoming artist himself. He's actually from Americus, Georgia, but he moved to Atlanta.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he moved to Atlanta, and that's a priority for me to get something in with him.
You
But
you
other
know
than that,
him,
like I said,
sir?
I'm really focused on myself and trying to get myself back out there.
Right. Oh, you heard of him, sir?
He from the AME, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he from. Oh, okay. I'm like, I know. All right, I'm gonna check him out though.
Yeah.
So what?
Literally Luna, y'all, you'll like it, I promise you.
Literally Luna. Okay, lit. So what type of artist is he?
The same, as in, everything that has substance, everything substance, but you gonna bop your head to it. So definitely a dope artist.
So what was this hype about this feature with you and Young Breezy Baby? Is that in the works or what's up with that?
That song is done, but like I said, that's gonna be next year. That probably come out on like the album or something like that. That song is done, and it's crazy.
So that's your feature for you, or you did a feature for him?
It's featuring him. Yeah.
Oh, I, you got him.
I can't wait.
Me too. I'm like, when the heck is that dropping? Not next year. Dang, 2024, baby, here we come. Well, what's this VS stand for on the album? Is that like just a verse, or it has a meaning? There's an acronym.
It actually means verses.
Okay.
And then, if you notice on the album, there's no hooks on none of the songs. None of the songs have hooks on it. And it is actually saying like versus me.
Yeah.
It's a double meaning to it. So,
okay.
Like I said, I wanted to, with that album, I had a lot of people saying, what I wasn't or what I couldn't do, as in, rapping wise or bars wise. So that's what I wanted to give them strictly through the whole album. And at the same time, it's actually not me proving anything to them. It's me proving something to myself, So that's why it was versus, so like me versus me.
Okay, I like that. So is it like the sleeping you versus the woke you, like the younger you versus the older you, or what? Tell us more about that. Because
it's really the same person versus the same person. It's just one of them has to prove something to the other. I never say I'm doing something to prove people wrong. Everything I do it, to convince myself.
It's like TRV, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
TRV, that's what it's like.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. Same thing.
So have you always had this positive aura, like this positive vibe? Always.
Yeah. I just, even with hard times, man, I'm always looking into, it's gonna be some light somewhere. It's just me. I mean, you can ask anybody that's always around me. It's just, they be like, man, you not mad about that? Yeah, I'm mad about it. I never let you see it because, I know at the end of the day, or when everything settles, something good will come out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel you, and I see why you want to take your time with the industry with this music thing, because it's not that. As you know, as you can see, it's not that, and you want to protect your energy at all costs, and it makes sense. So, big ups to you. What are your thoughts on like competition? Oh, we was talking about competition.
What about? I didn't hear the question. You cut out right before the question. You asked the question.
That was good. It's kind of my throat right over here. So what are your thoughts on competition? Who do you think is your competition?
As in?
All right. So yeah, first you can ask, like, what are your thoughts on competition? Like, do you like it?
Competition in music?
Yeah.
I just don't see the point. I don't see the point in the competition unless it's good competition.
Right.
And good competition, as in one person pushing another to do better. That's good competition. But when it comes to like the rap beef, and I never indulge in it. But I also know that that's part of music. That's always been part of music. You know what I'm saying? So
I always think they should take it back to the old school, put it back on wax. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, put it back on wax, man. Because these boys today, they don't know they missing, man. Yeah. Somebody big in the game, Cool Modi, Big Hurt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cool J. And that's when the day was. That's when they going in on wax.
That's the only one I just know about. I know about LL Cool J because my dad loved LL Cool J. So I know about his music, but I have to listen to it.
Man, they was beats all over, boy, in the 80s. I was like, wow.
Yeah. But yeah, that competition, it just, it's a double standard too. It's two answers for that for me. Because like I said, good competition is always, needed when it comes to anything. But when it comes to the violence and the putting the other person down, that's why I draw the line with me. But like I said, I know it's music. So
What do you think about our artists from our city coming out like film innocent feelings? You know what I'm saying? They open up the door for you. You know what I'm saying?
And you want to know what's crazy? Like I said, I was never just into music. I don't know too much about them. I just recently, like last year, started knowing about Film Mob because the studio we recorded in Albany. Which one? Not Smoke, but
Sean J.
Sean J. Always there, and me and Sean J. talk. And like I said, Sean J. is a very positive person too, and he's very smart. Like,
he's very smart.
He's smart as hell. So me talking to him made me interested, and I started going to listen to his stuff and the stuff they did. But other than that, all the other people, man, I was never into, just listening. Like I said, it was about sports with me, man. It was
just about sports. Because I've been a big sports city, man.
Yeah.
Got doing the rest of all, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was, man.
Yeah, so I'm not one of them people that can tell you, be like, I've been wanting to do music since I was small, or I've been listening to these folks since I was little, because that'd be a lie,
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't too much input on that because I don't know too much about it.
Okay.
Okay. Now that was good talk. Wholehearted, I don't know if you're able to position the camera right. We can't really see your face anymore.
What does it look like?
There we go. A little bit.
Oh.
All right, that's a little bit better. There we go. Right. So pretty much what I got out of that, competition is not a thing, right?
Not for me. It's the thing in music, but it's not a thing to me.
So who do you think is your competition? Even though it's not a thing to you, right? Listen, I'm the same way. I be in my own little world. I create my own reality. And I'm like, I am my competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's me versus me. Like,
Right. That's the only you because, like I said, it's not one artist and all better that, I'm not, cool with. I'm willing to work with anybody, so, that competition it'll take a different route with me, because I guarantee it's no artist in Albany that'll tell you they have a problem with me or I'm their competition. That's just how.
But does that mean you have to have a problem with that person because they're your competition, or can it be a friendly competition, or it got to be some type of friction in order to be competition? Because like I don't know.
Because I'm not gonna measure my success versus yours. If that's the competition you're talking about, I'm not gonna, just because you're doing something more or I'm doing something more than you, I'm not gonna measure ours together. Because like I said, everybody got to take a different route coming up in music, or so yeah, it's hard to say, it's hard to measure anything versus anybody else, because you don't know the struggle they have to get to the point where you have to get to, and you don't know how. And your route probably easier than their route. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to say they had what you had, or both of y'all had the same opportunity, because it's never going to be that. Some people had to take a harder road than you took, but you had to take a harder road than they took.
Right.
Now that's facts. So if Nipsey Hussle was still alive or still living, would you work with him?
That's another one. Nips, I love Nips. I still listen to Nips.
Yeah, you kind of got some of his flow too. I'm like, oh.
He was smart. He was smart. Business savvy, all kind of stuff like that. And at the same time, he was still him. He wasn't. He was a businessman, but he wasn't afraid to tell you where he came from. Like, I was a gangster, or I'm still one. you know. But I know how to separate that from business. I know how to separate that from my music, you know. So yeah, I love Nipsey, man. Yeah, I hate it when that went down, you know. But you know, that's work, and that was, you know, go back to what you said about that's competition. He didn't even know he had it.
Right. Yeah, that was messed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when something like that just sneak up on you, but when you can clearly see what people is trying to keep up with you and surpass your numbers, and you just be minding your business. But when you finally wake up and be like, oh shoot, oh, this person trying to piggyback off of what I'm doing, and you know, this is competition now. You know, but I'm like, I'm so far gone. I move different. I do things differently. Like, I don't see competition. like you hoes
If it
ain't.
happens, like what you said, if it happens like that, as in they try to piggyback and do what you're doing, that just means you're doing something right. Just the only way I'm gonna take it like
You get
that.
what I'm saying? My whole thing is like, my whole event I did, right? My theme is blue. You get what I'm saying? So now it's your flyer blue. Oh, you doing the event this day too? Oh, you dropping your podcast on this day too? Wow. So you watching me, but ain't showing no love. So okay, so I gotta be doing something right. But why not acknowledge that I'm doing something right? You know, why not? Why not?
That'll be too much like right. That ain't really human like.
Right.
That ain't human like. They know they piggybacking off you, and they pretty much pinpoint everything they're doing off of the success that you having. They're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna give you those floppers. You know what I'm saying?
That is, and to me, to answer your question, to answer my own question, I don't like competition. That shit is weak to me. It's weak.
Right. It's a waste of time. It's time that you could put into something else.
You know, because especially when there's enough for everybody to go and get it, you know, or even room for everyone to even try to go get it. Like, do your own thing, you know. Don't sit here and try to ride off my wave, my cold wave, like indirectly and subliminally.
Right.
Like, be real about it. Do your own. Like, that's one thing about me. But if I see someone else doing it or wearing it or whatever, I don't want it. And there's a lot of people wearing and doing and sharing the same things, and I don't want it. So I guess, like, you know, who do you think is your competition? Me, I do know I have some friendly competition. I'm gonna call it friendly. I'm gonna say it's a friendly competition because obviously I'm being watched. Obviously, you know, you jacking my style. Like, do your own thing.
Like I told you before, you ain't got no haters if you ain't popping.
Right. You ain't got no haters. So mimicking you ain't doing something right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be doing something right. If they feel like that'll work for them too, I mean, you know, something you doing got to be working.
Right. So all I can say is let's keep running it up. Let's keep doing what we're doing, keeping that positive energy, that positive aura, you know. Stay tapped in, you guys. This is Wholehearted of RKR, seasoned artist straight out of Albany, Georgia, here on Travelers Streaming and Podcast. We got our co-host, Sir Smooth. Give it up for Sir Smooth for being front and center. He's like, what we doing, boss? I want to work. I'm like, listen, you on vacation. Enjoy your vacation. I want to come to work on vacation. I'm like, all right. Let's do it. Let's get it moving. You know, it's takeoff season. It ain't time to, you know, play. You know, it's definitely crunch time. It's go season. You know, I see the record label doing what y'all doing. I'm with it. You know, shout out to JG2 for making all of this happen, you know, and being professional and bearing with me. I really appreciate all of you guys. So as a wrap up, Mr. Wholehearted, I'm gonna do like a, you know, a flyby, you know, segment and ask you about 3 questions. I'm gonna ask a question. Sir Smooth, you got a question you want to ask him? You know, I give you the floor to ask him one, and then I ask another one for 3 to wrap it up. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
When you're not in the studio, what you doing your off time?
what is off time? I don't have no off time, you know.
Oh, you don't have no home time. You be on grind mode, okay?
Right, you know, I'm at this gym with the kids, or you know, or sports, man. I'm never not doing something. So if like she said, if I'm busy for real. I ain't just, you know, it's never nothing I just don't want to do, but I'm always, you know, into something. So.
Okay, all right.
So, how many kids do you have?
2. I have my little girl just turned 6, and I have my little man I just had in August. I had him in August.
So, do you think once the career, once everything getting rolling and you know hitting the road more, would you be able to balance all of that out?
Oh yeah, most definitely with, you know, with just the type of person I am, you know, whenever they can come, they come. You know, whenever the environment coming. It's like I said, man. They play a big part in, you know, why I'm doing this. They play a big part in why I'm continuing to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be right for them not to be along the ride. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
When
fine.
your career now said and done, where you see yourself in the next 10 years?
10, man. I see myself in different places after this year. You know what I'm saying? In a year. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just I want to be, you know, something new, something different that came into the game. You know, a lot of the same stuff. You know, the same thing, hearing the same stuff, you seeing the same type of artists, and that's why I'm moving so slow. I want to make sure that, you know, everything I'm doing is original. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing for me. When it's all said and done, originality. You know, that's the main word.
Okay.
All right.
So, with the 2 singles that you're working on, is this going to be part of an album that's going to drop soon?
Those 2 singles are gonna be, you know, the end of the year off. I start working on an album, actual album, at the beginning of the year, and try to drop it sometime between the first 6 months of next year. But these 2 singles are, you know, get me back, you know, back out there. You know, like I said, and honestly, when it comes to a fan base, they never went anywhere. I had the same fan base, and they've been in my ear, you know, in my inbox, messaging me like, "We know you got this going on, but we need something." You know what I'm saying? So I felt like those other songs that Jerry and them scratched were like rushed, trying to get the people with something, and they like, you know, chill. You know, they still gonna be there when you bring them something, it need to be something legit. So I respect that.
Are y'all gonna make a compilation album? You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely in the works with all artists we got on the label. So it'll be crazy not to. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of on the artists on the roster. You know, we just signed our first female. So
Okay, yeah.
So it's gonna be.
Hey, shout out to her, the real insanity. Okay, turn up. Are you gonna do a feature with her soon?
Yeah, man, we got to. I gotta get something. I'm actually gonna, you know, holler at her a little later about something. I can't spill that. But
He's like, I can't say all that. Hold on, I can't say it. I'm gonna hold the tea. Nah, that's what's up. So, all right, back to my fly questions. So, if you was at a stoplight, right, and you saw somebody that you knew, do you play it off like you ain't see them, or do you blow the horn and wave at them?
What's the problem? What's the problem? Is it a problem? Am I hiding from them or?
Well, you know, some people just be acting, you know, weird like that. Like they be acting brand new. You feel me? Like
That'll never come. I mean, as long as, you know, everything is everything with us, you know, I'ma speak. You know, it's easy to say it now, but you know, and I feel like it's justified how some of the artists act. You know, now that they big, you know, sometimes they just get aggravated. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to be dealt with or bothered.
Aggravated, arrogant, asshole.
Yeah.
Like
they call them arrogant or assholes because you don't know what they deal with on a daily basis. probably just.
Nah, that's no excuse. Like that's no excuse. When you see me,
myself doing it, but I can't say that until I get into it.
nah, facts. But when you see me, you make sure you speak. Like I don't care. We had a yellow light. You motherfucking wave, slow roll and wave. Okay. Let's go, travelers. All right, so I have wrote down these songs right here. Lose Your Life, Fatherly, which is featuring Added Up. Those are really nice tracks that I came across on your Spotify. But it's a wrap, you guys. So Wholehearted, go ahead and let everybody know where they could find you at. What's up and coming next? Where you going to be performing at? How they could follow you? Where they could check out your latest music? All that good stuff for the wrap up.
All my music is online on Spotify. You can find it on Apple Music, any music platform up on Wholehearted. Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram is only _Wholehearted. Facebook is just Wholehearted. You'll see it. Can't miss it. Like I said, I got 2 singles on the way. I'm really excited about those 2 singles, man. I feel like those gonna get the game back where it's supposed to be pertaining to me. When it comes to performances right now, man, I'm really just trying to get these songs out, and all that's gonna come. That's gonna come when it comes to shows, stuff like that. But I'm really focused on actually getting some music back out before I'm focused on getting on stage.
That's what's good. You're going through the process and trusting it and believing it. Just know you always have a place right here on Travelers Podcast, Travelers Home, and we're gonna see you real soon, Wholehearted. Michael Hilson, go ahead and let them know where they can find you at and anything you want to add closing out.
They can find me on Instagram, CoolBreeze_229, Facebook, Michael Hilson, TikTok, Michael Hilson. Snapchat, Sir Smooth. That's where I'm at, baby.
No doubt.
All right, and it's your girl, VIKKI LaRose, your host with the most sauce right here with yours, Wholehearted episode VS. It's a verse type show, okay? Me against me.
Yeah.
And what? We ain't got no competition, all right? No new friends. It's takeoff season. Ruthless KILLA Records, JG2, Travelers Podcast. We taking off and we out.
License and receiving, they hungry and I'ma feed them. Direction, yes, I'ma read them. Try to get way up above the clouds, hard at ether. Now Franklin is like Aretha, cold diamonds on every finger. My chain swing and sparkle, the diamonds follow the liquor. I say, hold up, I feel like you a fold up. Street nigga, you bluffing, I call it we playing poker. In the front like a chauffeur, y'all disrespecting roads. Comfortable in the back like pencils, papers, and photos.